MobLand Episode 10 Recap, Is Harry dead or alive? As they argue about how dysfunctional their lives are and how they are unable to experience anything that is deemed normal, Jan stabs Harry in the chest at the end of MobLand Episode 10. Yes, you haven't been paying attention if you still believe that Harry will be killed by a knife after all of this. If Harry's voyage had ended in this manner, it would have been intriguing since it would have contrasted sharply with all of his displays of courage. Unfortunately, though, it is not the type of show this is. To avoid being repetitious, no, Harry is still alive and won't be until, I'm not sure, Season 7. Having said that, Bella's admission that she was raped by her father as a youngster gives us a glimpse of vulnerability among this display of invincibility. She planned this sting operation with Antoine's assistance because, apparently, there was no other way to exact revenge on Lord Pennock. The relationship that was being shattered by all the family politics is restored because Kevin, who is also a rape survivor, understands the suffering and anguish they have experienced. It's a heartbreaking scene that strangely falls in between all of these scenes of Harry being glazed and the scene at the end where Conrad dances to the Rolling Stones' Sympathy for the Devil. At least the show managed to handle Bella's somewhat random subplot, so that's a victory. If it's not obvious already, I thought the season finale was terrible. Up until episode 7, I felt the script was really good, but after that, the program went completely haywire and never really got back on track. What we received doesn't even qualify as a skirmish, despite everyone screaming about a war. The Stevensons were always at a disadvantage, and they eventually lost outright. What was the point, then? I'll mention Game of Thrones one more because I've already mentioned it. Assume that the Stevensons are the Starks and the Harrigans are the Lannisters. If the Lannisters were the main focus of the first season and the Starks were eliminated, how would you have felt? Wouldn't that have been intriguing? No, correct? That's where MobLand is at the moment. They set the stage for a protracted conflict between the Stevensons and the Harrigans, which they terminated too soon. In order to keep things interesting, they must now either add new players or rely on the messiness of the Souzas and Harrigans. I wish the showrunners luck with it. In any case, those are my opinions about the 10th episode of the show. Please feel free to leave your thoughts in the space provided for comments below if you have any.